I work in finance during the day and I do comedy at night, so I'm usually in a room full of men who don't want to listen to me talk. Very exciting to be here with all of you. I identify as agnostic now, but my mom raised me to be dramatic. My mom's kind of like if Tennessee Williams wrote Designing Women. You know, she's Southern, she's raring to go, and she's always got a monologue. She's like very liberal though, you know, she participates. She's out there in the streets. She's marching. She's going to protests. I do kind of imagine her kind of donutting up to the march and getting out of the car and saying, "This is what democracy looks like." And everyone else is like, we just brought signs, like we're not, they don't know what to do with that energy. I didn't realize growing up that everyone's mom didn't have a fainting couch in every room of the house. I realized that later coming home from college. My friend Joanna and I are in the kitchen hanging around the island. My mom breezes in. The air around us is still, but she is wafting. And Joanna, very polite, you know, very polite, says, "Hi, Miss Hunt, what are you gonna do today?" And my mom said, "I'm gonna see a movie." And you never get her head on. You know, you might get her in profile, you might get her over the shoulder. I've never seen my mom head on. I've known her my whole life. I've never seen it. So my mom says, "I'm gonna see a movie." And Joanna, still hanging in, says, "What movie will you see?" And my mom said, "Whatever I want." And then she rips off her robe. She's just a pile of magnolias on the floor. You know, that's just who raised me. That's where I come from. Growing up, my mom would go out, grace the world with her presence. My brother and I would be upstairs, sleepy teens, and she'd leave us little notes. She'd leave us notes that said things like, "Please, empty this dishwasher before I return to this house." Or one time she left us a note that said, "I went on a walk this morning and I found this leaf. Isn't it beautiful?" And she had traced the leaf because she has the heart of a poet. Her favorite note that she ever left us says, "Remember, I'm probably the only person alive who would give you a kidney." And our dad is alive. And that's like a tough way to find out that you're gonna get a kidney from someone who's like, "I'd love to have a Chardonnay, but my kidney is in use." It's like every dinner is ruined. You guys remember 9/11? Cool, good. So around 9/11, there was the anthrax scare, right? Very scary. People are getting mailed white powder. My mom convinced that I'm going to get anthrax because I have asthma. I don't think that's how anthrax works, but neither of us works for the CDC, so we're kind of at a standstill here. So during this time, I get a cold. Thank you. I did. It was a bad cold. And my mom was like, "It's anthrax." And I was like, "I don't think it's anthrax." And she was like, "Get in the car!" So we ride in the minivan to the doctor. And the doctor says, "The test for anthrax is to stick a needle into your soft palate." And he said, "I don't want to do that." And I said, "I don't want you to do that." And my mom said, "Prepare the syringe!" Very scary. So cut to modern day. I get a text from my mom. It says, "Amanda, there has been a measles outbreak in Williamsburg and you are not properly inoculated. The guidelines have changed." And she texts in italics. We don't know how. None of us can figure it out. So I go to the doctor and I'm like, "My mom thinks I need a measles vaccine." And the doctor said, "That's actually a very good idea." So let's just so we're all on the same page. 2001, my mom, hysterical, out of her mind. 2019, my mom has not changed, the exact same woman she was, you know? But the world has reduced so much that my mom is a pragmatist. That's where we are. We're in trouble. I know, you're not laughing because you're like, fuck. That's how I feel too. I was home for Christmas. Very fun. Love it. And I was like, oh, I'm going to go to a yoga class. And my dad said he wanted to go too. And I was like, oh, I guess I'm going to be late to a yoga class. I love my dad. He's a late man. So we get to the yoga class. We took the shortcut. It was so long. And I'm like, Dad, we're too late. We shouldn't go in. We don't have to do this. And he's like, no, it's fine. It'll be fine. It's totally fine. We go into the class. Usually you go into yoga class, right? People are just lined up. They're lined up in the room. For some reason, in this yoga class, people have lined around the walls. So they're all facing inward. So you have to shamefully walk through them while they all look at you while they're trying to meditate. My father, keys in his pocket. Why? So we jingle through the class. We jingle, jingle, jingle. The class is not very good. Even worse. The class is over. My dad goes up to the teacher and says, hey, I'm Stuart. I'm Laura's husband. We were in the clear! She did not know us! We could have escaped! And then I'm trying to put my shoes on in the corner and he says, that's my daughter Amanda. She lives in New York. Come on! I was not involved! It was very embarrassing. So we go home. My mom says, how was the yoga class? I said, it wasn't great, and we were late. She's got the garbage in her hand. She's on her way out the door. And she says, well, Amanda, I'm sorry that the class was not up to your standards, but at least you were late and ruined the experience for everyone. It's always great to go home for the holidays. Thank you guys so much. I'm Amanda Hunt.